Patty Anders. I want to start out today by apologizing for my very scratchy voice. Today I want to discuss the 2020 Healthy People Goals in the focus area of maternal, infant, and child health. Of course, that's a very large focus area, so I'm going to narrow it down and talk to you today about the goals for the reductions in preterm births in our country. All of the goals are available on the Healthy People website at www.healthypeople.gov. The goal for the reduction in preterm births is 10%. Currently, the levels stand at about 12.7%, and the target is 11.4%, so about a 10% reduction. A preterm birth is any birth that occurs before 37 weeks gestation, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. There are also goals for the reductions of very preterm births. Very preterm births are those which occur before 32 weeks gestation. The current levels are 2% of all live births, and the target goal is 1.8% of all live births. So again, about a 10% reduction is what we're aiming for. The U.S. currently compares poorly with other countries in our rate of preterm births. We are ranked 131st out of 184 countries in a recent 2012 report by the World Health Organization entitled Born Too Soon, the Global Action Report on Preterm Birth. We are even behind countries like China and Rwanda. Currently, preterm birth is a very serious public health issue in America. It accounts for about 1/3 of all infant deaths, according to the March of Dimes, and around 500,000 babies a year are born prematurely. The rates are even higher for African American women. They stand a 1.5 times greater risk of delivering a preterm infant than a mother who is white. Also, in general, the lower the gestational age at which a baby is born, the higher the risk of mortality and morbidity for the infant. There are many complications that can occur for infants who are born prematurely, such as respiratory distress syndrome, brain bleeds, hyperbilirubin, jaundice, abnormal heart rhythms and apnea, inability to regulate body temperature, poor feeding, and necrotizing enterocolitis, which is a very serious condition that can occur from the intestines being immature. Preterm births are also linked closely to the health of the mother. Conditions such as the mother being underweight or overweight can be contributing factors. Maternal smoking, the age of the mother, for instance, very young mothers under age 17 and mothers over age 40 carry a greater risk of preterm birth. Maternal complications such as preeclampsia and gestational diabetes are factors. And also lack of prenatal care, no access to healthcare providers, and poverty contribute greatly to the rate of preterm birth. The epidemiology of preterm birth basically breaks down into 3 categories. According to the March of Dimes, 30 to 35% of births are from premature rupture of the membranes. An additional 30 to 35 are for maternal or fetal conditions. Conditions like preeclampsia often necessitate delivery for the health of the mother. According to preeclampsia.org, preeclampsia accounts for almost 20% of preterm births in our country, so it's one of the leading known causes. However, spontaneous preterm birth and delivery is the leading cause of preterm births. It accounts for around 45% of all cases, and often the cause for preterm delivery in that case just spontaneously is unknown. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is the agency that monitors preterm births in our country. This is done through the National Center of Health Statistics, which collect data from birth certificates. Preterm birth can be prevented. We can eliminate elective delivery unless absolutely medically necessary. We can reduce maternal smoking, only implant 1 embryo in cases of in vitro fertilization, provide progesterone to women at risk who have delivered prematurely before, have more research in areas of causes like preeclampsia to try to reduce risk from that disease. We also have to treat the social problems associated with preterm birth. Having maternity case managers for high-risk populations to help them keep prenatal appointments has shown to be an effective effort. Educate doctors in the community at large about the importance of babies being delivered at term. The costs of preterm births are high. It's been estimated that they add an additional $26 million a year to the U.S. economy in healthcare costs, and that does not reflect the long-term health problems of these infants or the delays they may carry into childhood, even adulthood. For these reasons, preventing preterm births should be at the top of the agenda in the effort to improve maternal and child health. Thank you.